Hello everybody, my name is Shailaja and I am working as a mathematics teacher in World Peace School, Vishwa Shanti Gurukul. Today we are about to start our chapter fraction. Before that, let me tell you that we have started admission process for this year. You can take the admission with the help of the number given on the displayed screen. Now we will move ahead for the chapter. Now before this video, I have taught about the improper and proper fraction. One more time we are going to revise that. So, as I said, this video is applicable for grade 6, but grade 5 students will also get the benefit from this video. Yeah. So we have seen what is the meaning of fraction. We can say fraction are for the counting part of something. Whenever we are dividing anything into the parts, we can say that the parts are the fraction of that particular object. You can say fraction is a quantity that cannot be represented by the whole number. That means you can say the numbers which are in the form of P by Q are known as the fraction. So here are some examples of fraction. So the first one you all can see here is one clock. All right. So this clock is another example of fraction. You can say in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. Okay. In 1 hour there are 60 minutes. You can say here are total 55 minutes shown, so that the total fraction would be 55 divided by 60. In the next example, you can see here is a piece of cake. Okay. It's a complete piece of a cake. Now you can say this is the part of the cake. This is the one part of the cake. Total, suppose there are 12 parts have been made. Out of total, we are talking about the 11 parts. So the fraction would be 11 by 12. Okay. Here is the slice of pizza. Okay. You can see here is only one slice of a pizza is present, so that we can say this is the one part of the total 8 part of the pizza. Okay. So this is the fraction 1 by 8. You can see here is the picture of kiwi. You know the fruit kiwi. So this is the image of the kiwi fruit. You can say this is the complete kiwi. We have not made any parts of the kiwi. So this is the complete kiwi, and here is the half part of the kiwi. So in total we can say there is one complete kiwi and this one is the half part of kiwi. So together we can say this is 1 and 1 by 2 part of the kiwi. For example, here is again a piece of cake is given to you. You can say this is the one part. We can say the total parts must be 12, because of which we can say this part is 1 by 12. Easily you can say here is the apple example. The complete apple is present here, so that we can say this is the complete one. And we have seen 2 parts of the apple here. That might be the another apple. Okay. So out of 10, the present parts here are 2. So the complete fraction would be 1 complete part and 2 by 10. Okay. Now the next one we are going. Yeah. So the next one is about the need of a fraction. That why do we need fraction in daily life? How can we utilize the fraction in day-to-day life? As you can see, fractions are more important. Because of fraction, we usually easily share the thing which is given to you. We can say we cannot finish the complete whole cake. So what do? We cut the cake into the pieces. We are making the pieces. That means we are making the fraction of the cake. So that we can say fraction is important whenever you want to share something with your friends, with your family, with your mother, with your siblings. For the distribution purpose, fraction is important. Now we are going to learn more about the fraction. As you can say in maths, there are different terms. So in fraction also there are different terms. So the first thing given here is about the numerator and the denominator. So what do you mean by the numerator? As I said, the fraction means the numbers which are given in the form A by B. Okay. So the number present here upper side, the number will be known as the numerator. The number which is present at the upper side, we can say the number is the numerator. The number which is given at the downside, the number would be known as the denominator. You can see here that A is the numerator and B is the denominator. So A by B would be your fraction. In the fraction A by B, A is your numerator and B is your denominator. Okay. So I can say the denominator cannot be 0. Why it is so? Why the denominator cannot be 0? Because we are doing the pieces of something, that means the fraction should be in particular numbers. We cannot say that we are dividing an object into 0 pieces, right? So that we cannot say that B can be 0 ever. So the B should not be 0. This is the one thing. Okay, so this is the basic thing about the fraction, that in fractions the denominator can never be 0. Okay, for example, here is again one pizza example I have given for you. You can say here are total 8 parts have been made. Okay, out of 8, the 7 parts are present. So the fraction would be 7 by 8. You can see the example of pizza. Total I have made here 8 parts. Out of 8, this piece has been eaten by me. Suppose that. So that the total present parts here are 7 out of 8. Because total 8 parts have been made. So the denominator would be 8 and the total pieces present means the numerator would be your 7. So this is the example of the fraction. We will move ahead now for the types of fraction. What are the different types of fraction? Here are some examples given to you. The proper fraction, the improper fraction, the mixed fraction, likewise. So the first one is the proper and the improper fraction. So you have seen what is the meaning of numerator, what is the meaning of denominator. So we know that in the place of numerator, the number is going to come, and in the place of denominator, obviously the number is going to come. So that we can say, if in the fraction, if the fraction is given to you, in the fraction, if the number present upper side, that means the numerator present upper side is smaller than the denominator, then only we can say the fraction is the proper fraction. What I mean to say, you can see here is one example given to you. It is 2 by 5. You can say 2 is smaller than 5, right? 2 is smaller than 5. So that this fraction would be known as the proper fraction. In proper fraction, always the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Now, next is about the improper fraction. What will happen in the improper fraction? Easily you can understand that the denominator will be greater than the numerator. You can see here are the two big pizza present in front of you. Okay, we can say that we have made total 8 parts. Okay, and out of 8, there are present only the 7 part. So that we can say the total fraction is 7 by 8. Okay. So this one is known as the improper fraction. In improper fraction, the denominator is always greater than the numerator. Okay, two things we have learned. The first one is the proper fraction. In the proper fraction, the numerator is always and always smaller than the denominator. Okay, and in the next one is about the improper fraction, in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. So these are the two things that we have learned. Now we are moving ahead for the mixed fraction. Yes, what will happen in the mixed fraction? You can see here is the complete pizza present in front of you. Okay, and here is the another pizza, and from the second piece of pizza, you can see that one fraction is missing. That means one complete whole is present, and in the another pizza, there is one part missing. That means one complete whole number is present and another proper fraction is present. So together these two are known as the mixed fraction. Okay, what do we call it as? Mixed fraction. Whenever we are having a whole number and together with a whole number, we are having here a proper fraction. So that we can say together these two will make a mixed fraction. Okay, so three things we have learned today. The first one is the proper fraction, the second one is the improper fraction, and the third one is the mixed fraction. Moving ahead, we are having one more thing in the fraction, that is the conversion from mixed fraction to improper fraction and improper fraction to mixed fraction. So in conversion, the first one is from improper fraction to the mixed fraction. How you are going to make it? कैसे solve करेंगे? Whenever you want to solve improper fraction to a mixed fraction, simply you have to do the division. You have to do the division. Suppose the first question is given to you is 9 by 8 and you have to convert this 9 by 8. You can say 9 by 8 is the complete improper fraction. Then fraction 9 by 8 is the improper fraction and you have to convert this into a mixed fraction. So simply what you have to do, you have to divide this 9 with this help of 8. You know that 8 ones are 8 and the remainder is going to be 1. Now you can say in the place of question there is 1, right? In the place of question you get the 1. After getting 1, you have to write that 1 here as a complete whole part. Whenever you are getting a question, you have to write it as a complete whole part. The remainder is going to be the numerator of the proper fraction. The remainder you are going to place as the numerator. And as the original number says, the denominator will be 8. Same, the denominator you are going to place is the 8. Okay, so from 9 by 8, you are going to get the fraction as 1 complete whole part and the next one would be 1 by 8. So this is the conversion from improper fraction into a mixed fraction. See, this is the figure that I have given for the conversion. 9 by 8 is equivalent to 1 complete whole part and 1 by 8. Now the second one is about the mixed fraction into a improper fraction. Yes, the second one is about the mixed fraction into a improper fraction. So what you have to do here, suppose the first mixed fraction is given to you. Here is the mixed fraction given as 2, 3 by 7. What you have to do? You have to multiply this denominator 7 with this complete whole part. Okay, 2 is the complete whole part. So we have to multiply this 7 with this 2 and whatever is your numerator, you have to add. Whatever is your numerator, the numerator present here is 3. So your answer would be 2 multiplied by 7 plus this numerator, that is the 3, and then the denominator will be kept as it is. The 7 would be as it is. So your answer would be 7 2s are 14 plus 3, that will make 17 and the denominator will be 4. So this is the procedure of getting improper fraction from the mixed fraction. In the next class, we will see about the like fraction, unlike fraction and more conversions from improper fraction to mixed fraction and mixed fraction into improper fraction. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like it, you can quickly hit the like button. Thanks a lot. Recording शुरू से